Hi, this is Erica with OurChurch.com, and thank you for using our WP Easy website builder. It's WordPress made easy. Now let me show you how easy it is to migrate your 1.0 website to our latest 2.0 website builder. To find out if you're using a 1.0 or a 2.0, look right here on your dashboard. You'll see it'll say version 1.0 or 2.0. To migrate to a 2.0 website builder, it's as easy as changing your theme. All of our current themes are 2.0 themes. So once you push this switch theme button here and change theme button on the next page, now all you'll have to do is choose your new theme. Then you just click the select the theme button here and it's already installed your brand new theme. As you can see, all of your menu items are still there and your pages are still exactly the way you had them before. This is how easy it is to switch from 1.0 to 2.0. Simply change your theme. Now, once we've switched our theme, we're going to want to do some sprucing up. We want our new website to look beautiful, refreshed, and brand new. So let's begin. Remember, if you like your pages the way they look, you can leave them as they are. You don't have to make any changes, but we recommend that you go through each page and assess, but that you also consider using our theme templates. We don't have theme templates for every page that you've created, but we do for most. For the ones that we do have, let me show you how easy it is to load them and recreate your pages. This is the About page. They created this with their old theme. We're going to use one of our theme templates to recreate it. So let's begin. First, we click on the page builder at the top here at the black bar. And when that opens up, we're going to go to the plus button at the top. Then we're going to look for the About page for our theme. Then we're going to click on it and we're going to push the Append New Layout. And what that's going to do is add our template to the bottom of our existing page. So if we scroll down, there it is. That's the template that comes with this theme. So now we're able to see what we already have and simply copy the information. So let's copy this here. Oh, this is a heading. So they put all of this text into a header. So we want to make sure we copy all of it. And we're going to put it into a text editor. So let's copy it for now. Let's scroll down to what to expect, this section here, and we're going to append it. So we're going to change this to what they had before. They had About FBC, so we're going to change that. We're going to take the text that's there. We're going to replace it with their text. And now let's fix this a little bit. We want to make sure that we can see it. So we're going to go right here to the font colors, change it to white, and we want to make sure we make it visible to the eye. So we're going to make it a little bit bigger. And that's what's so great about this drag and drop editor. We can move it around so that we can see what we're doing. And so the next thing we want to do is we want to change the photo on the background of this section. This is one of our stock photos that we use on all of our websites. So we want to make sure that we change this out so that it can represent your church. So we make sure we click on the wrench of the actual row, not the text. So this is the text editor. So we want to make sure we click on the wrench for the actual row, which we've done. And so now we want to go down and we want to remove this, select a photo. Now let's just select a photo from their media library. We want to make sure we select one that's nice and crisp. So let's go up here. Here's a good one. Select photo, save, and there we have it. There's the photo right there in the background. So now this section here, our story, if we scroll back up, we don't see that section on their website. So they don't have that part. So all we have to do is get rid of this column by clicking the X on the outside, and there we have it. So then let's see, our beliefs, they have that written here in the About part. So let's just grab that from here, the About part. We'll just make sure we only grab that part here. We're going to cut, save that part, Then go down to our beliefs, click on the text editor wrench. Again, make sure we're only highlighting the text here so that we can do a delete and then Control V to paste the new text. Control V on a Windows computer. We want to make sure we make it the same color, make it bigger. Then we're going to save, and then that's their beliefs. But again, we want to make sure we go back and change that stock photo to something from their church website, their church library, media library. And so we're just going to find a photo, maybe a dark photo for that text to sit on. So we'll select this one. And good. Now we can still see the text. So now we're going to save. Uh-oh, I've made a mistake. Let's go back and fix this. Do you see here? All we have to do is click in our wrench again, or click on the text that we want to edit, and we're going to put FBC. And now that's fixed, so now we can save and go to our next step. And so now this is the staff section from the theme template, but here's their staff. So we want to make sure we're using their staff. So again, we're just going to grab this text that they have here, copy it, then let's go down, and we're going to put a text editor underneath this photo, the plus button, then the modules, grab a text editor, place it on the page, right underneath that photo, Control V to paste. Now we want to make sure this is big enough and that it's black. We're going to save. And so now let's see, we're also going to change this image to the image of the pastor and his wife. So let's scroll back down, hit the little wrench, remove that photo, select a photo. There's the pastor and his wife. So we're going to select that photo, and looks like they're out to dinner enjoying a meal. Let's crop out some of that food there, making this a landscape photo. There we have it. Now we're going to save. So let's get rid of this photo here and the little section there. So now we're going to go into this again, and I want to make this bold text here. Pastor and his wife's name is, let's make it a little bit bigger, and let's save. And so now let's scroll back up and let's grab this guy's photo. So let's go back down. You know what? Let's do one more thing. Let's add a header. Here's our header right underneath the pastor so that we can tell you who these lovely people are. So we're going to put pastor. We're going to make this bold. We're going to save it. Now let's see. Do you see how much space is between those two? Let's fix that. So we're just going to click on our little wrench again, go to Advanced, and all you have to do is slide the little slider for your margins, and it will move the photo. It will move the text box either up or down, and you can even add negative numbers if you need even more space. Do you see how I did that? That's how great our drag and drop system is. You simply drag over the little slider to get your desired size or desired space between the margins. So again, we're going to go in and we're going to grab this photo, change the photo. So because we want these two photos to match, let's go into the style again and make this one a landscape also. They'll probably need to get a better photo of this guy because his head's cut off a little bit. So you're going to need to update some of your photos when you switch your theme. So let's get rid of those. So now these photos, as you can see, are relatively the same size and shape. We want it to look cohesive. And so now what we want to do is we want to grab his title and his little bio also. So let me show you how easy it is to duplicate a section. You can duplicate modules or sections, and that's what we're doing here. We're duplicating so that now all we need to do is switch out the text because we've already edited those sections, or you can drag and drop. So let me show you how to do that. Let's just, instead of using this one, we'll get rid of that one, and then we'll go up top here and we will grab it. We will drag and drop it. You see how easy that was? And so now we just want to style it. Of course, we want to make it look the same as the other. But do you see there's more space here on this one? So again, we go into advanced and we just add more space. Wait, let's drag over our little editor box there so that we can see what we're doing. Oh, we want to drag that up a wee bit. And now we need to change some of this information here. So we need to trade the information that we copied from the pastors over to this one. So we just go up top, do the little wrench, grab the information. Now we're going to paste his information. Again, we're going to make sure that you can see the text. We're going to make it black. Then we're going to make this bold. We're going to make it a wee bit bigger. And we want to make sure we make this text bigger also. There we have it. Now let's save this. And let's fix the spacing between this because the spacing doesn't match the other side. So again, we're going into advanced. And we simply move. We slide the little slider. That looks good. And so that's done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the spacing is the same for the titles as well. Good. That looks good. And so now, wait just a little bit more. There. That's perfect. There we go. Now we hit save. And then that's the same. We want to make sure everything looks good. And that's how easy it is to exchange the information. You can drag and drop modules into spaces that you need them, so you don't have to totally recreate a page. So this section here we don't need, so we're just going to hit the little X boxes to get rid of those. Let's go back up to see what else they had. They had their address on this page also. So let's do the same thing, except we're going to grab a row. We're going to go to our row settings, that is, and grab a column, and we're going to put it at the bottom there so that we can now put a map. So we want to make sure this is full width so that we can place our map. Now that we're going to go back, grab that address, make sure we grab that address, copy, and then we're going to go back up at the top, grab a module. We're going to grab our map module, drag and drop it right onto the page into that column, put that address, and then we want to make sure that we put the name of the church also. I like to make sure that I'm putting the name of the church right here on the map so that it shows on the map. So we're going to put Fosterville Baptist Church. And as always, once we're done, we hit our save button. And then let's scroll back down. Now you see the name of the church right there at the top in bold. That's why I like to add the name of the church. Then we're going to stretch that out just a wee bit. And then we're going to, the phone number is down at the bottom at the footer. So we don't need to add that phone number like they did at the top here, as you can see right there. So now we can X out of that, get rid of that section. And now that we've copied all of our information, just X out of there. And so now this is our new About page. It looks just the way our theme template page would have looked. So now we're just going to do a done. And then we're going to hit publish. Once we see that we're satisfied, we have everything that we want. And anytime you don't like your changes, instead of hitting publish, you just hit discard, and that will get rid of any changes that you made. And so that's how easy it is to add your page theme template. Remember, we don't have templates for every page that you might have created, but we do have most of them. So if there's a page that you created that we don't have, just do your best. So we even have the plan your visit page. So if you want to use the plan your visit feature, just create a page and then drag and drop that page template onto the page that you create. Now that I've shown you how to install and to use one of our page templates, let me show you all the features and cool new things that you can do with our WP Easy 2.0. So let's begin. First thing you do is you hit the page builder at the top there. Then you click on the little wrench on any section that you'd like to edit. You'll get a little pop-up. And so now let's show you all the things that you can do simply by using our 2.0 drag and drop system. We're going to change the color of this font here. So we're just going to change it to a white. And then let me show you how easy it is to add a shadow. You just drag and drop it to the shadow color you want. And now you see it pops just a wee bit because we added a black shadow to that text. Now let me show you how easy it is to size your font. We want this to all fit on the same line. So first, let's change our font to a nice little readable font. There we go. Something nice there. But we still want this on one line. So let me show you how easy it is to size font. All you'll have to do is click on font. And then you simply drag and drop the slider wherever you want it. That looks good. Then you press save. And now it's changed. The next thing you're going to want to do is place everything on its own row. So to do that, all we have to do is go up to the top here, click the little plus button, and go to rows. We drag and drop a column right onto our page, and I just did one column. And we want to make sure it's on the outside of any other column. We hit the little wrench. Let's make this a full width. Then we press save. And now let's drag this text module into that new column. Now this is in its own column. And so as we can see, actually this is a header. This is a header module. So let's stretch it out a wee bit. There, that looks good. Now we get that verse on the last line. So now let's separate this text here. Let's put the service times in their own column. So we click the plus button at the top. And then this time, let's choose 2 columns. We'll drag and drop it. Make sure it's outside of the other columns. Now, again, let's make this a full width to match the others. And then now, let's change it up a little bit. Let me show you something really cool. You change the background to a color. Use our little color picker here. Drag, drop until you find the color that you like. And now, look, you have a new custom background here. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to put those service times in those little columns. First, let's go to the module and let's grab a header and let's put that there. And so now we're going to put Wednesday night Bible study. So we just type it right here in the header and then we save it. But it's too dark. Let me show you how easy it is to change the color. You go into Style. Let's see. All F's. Make it white. Great. So now let's drag and drop another header. Put it into that other column. Go to General. We'll type in our Sunday services. Then again, we're going to change the color. And there it is. That looks good. Let's see. I think we should center this font. So we go into font, press the little center, and save. Let's do the same for Wednesday night. Let's font, center, save. And there you have it. I think we should make this bold also. So we just go right back into the editor, go to font, weight type bold. Let's do the same thing on this side style, weight, bold, save. And there it is. So now let's drag and drop the service times right underneath it. So we'll go up here, right underneath the day. We'll do our little wrench. We'll change the color. We also want to change the size of it, make it a little bit bigger. Changing the size is as easy as dragging into the size you want, a little bit smaller. There we have it. Right there, and then save. And now let's drag this text editor underneath there. We're going to, again, click the little wrench, change the color to white. We'll change the font size by, again, going to font, dragging where we want. And you can also change the spacing between the words by doing the same thing. You click into your little wrench here. You go, let's move that over. We can move these things over so that we can see, and we can go into font, and then we scroll down just a bit, and you can change the spacing between the words if you want. You make it large, more space or less space just by dragging and dropping. That's what's so great about the 2.0 website builder. Most edits can be made by simply dragging and dropping to get your desired outcome. And when you're done, you just press save, and that's it. So now let's go to our next section here. We can just delete this because we don't need it. And that's how you get rid of a module. You simply delete the module, but you'll delete the content of the module, but you'll still need to delete the actual module. And all you have to do is hit the little X there, just like I did. And so now this is its own section. Do you see how it's coming along nicely? And you can also delete whole columns by simply clicking the X here on the outside rather than trying to close all the little items. So now we can grab another row, and this time we're going to grab a row of 3 because this is where we're going to put videos. And so again, we're going to make this full width and save. And so now what we want to do is make sure we alternate the sections but using the same color. So we go back to the one that we used before, copy that color. Now we go back to background. There it is. Color. Hit the little color picker. And we paste the color. There we have it. And then save. And now that background is the same color as the 2 columns above. So now let's grab a header module. We'll drag, drop it, and let's put a header. These are, let's say, watch our latest sermons. That's good. That works. And so again, let me show you how to edit the font. You change the color right here. Font size. Let's center it first. Let's make it bold because it's a header. And there we have it. So now what we want to do is we want to go to their YouTube channel, grab a couple of their latest videos. First, we're going to grab a video module, put it into that first column. Then when you get your embed code from your YouTube channel, the next thing you're going to do is right here, you're going to go to embed, and then you're just going to paste the link and save. And there's your YouTube video right on your website. Let's do it again. Video module into our second little column here. We're going to off screen, we're grabbing our YouTube embed code. So that's what I'm doing off screen here on another monitor. We're going to embed, paste, save, and there's another video. Let's do that one more time. We're going to grab a video module, place it into that third column. Off screen, I'm grabbing the YouTube embed code from the YouTube channel. And then we're going to, video type will be embed code. Paste the embed code, save, and there you have it. There's the latest sermons right there on your website. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? So now let me show you how to size a row. So now you just click on the little wrench and you just simply drag and drop the padding where you want it. And that's how easy it is to resize any section of your website. Don't forget to hit save and then you're done. Now let me show you something else really neat that you can do on the 2.0 website builder. But first, now that we've made those changes, let's hit done and publish. And it's a good idea to hit done and publish, ever so often while you're making changes so that you don't forget and end up losing your changes. But for now, let's go to our dashboard. You go to your dashboard at the top here, hovering over your name and then do dashboard. Now go to media. And now let's go to Instant Images. Instant Images is a library of free stock photos. All you have to do is type up at the top there whatever you're looking for. And then once you find the photo that you're looking for, simply click on the photo and it will automatically download the photo to your media library. Now that we have our photo, let me show you how to add a photo to the background of any section of your website and how to do the parallax. So we're going to click on the page builder again to go into our editor. Then we're going to click the little plus button. We're going to drag and drop a column onto our page. We're going to click the little wrench at the top. We're going to make sure it's full width by going to Style, Width, Full Width, and then Save. So then the next thing we want to do is actually scroll down. We want to do background type, photo. And here's where I'm going to show you how to do that cool parallax that you see on so many websites. We're going to go into our media library, grab that image that we saved, that we downloaded, and then now you can see that you can hardly see the image. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to change the scroll type. So we'll scroll all the way down till we get to scroll, and then we're going to do fixed, saved, and now as you can see, you can now do the parallax. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a module, go into our modules, grab a heading, put it inside of that column, and then we're just going to type in, join us for Easter service, Easter Sunday. And then again, how you edit any of your text is you go into Style, you hit the little color picker, you choose your color, either by already knowing the color code or by dragging and dropping the little color, dragging and sliding the little color picker. We want to make this bold. We want to make sure it's centered. Again, to make it bigger, we simply drag the size. We want to add a little bit of a shadow on the back. Drag the color picker all the way down. Let's make the shadow purple for Easter. And then you want it to show ever so slightly, a little bit of a blur. That's too much. Let's do a little bit less. Save. Now do you see that slight shadow behind it? And then we're going to go back into this, do advanced, because now we want to make this space a little bit bigger. Want to make the padding a little bit bigger so we can see more of that cross. And so this is how we do this. Save. And so now as you scroll, you can see more of that cross. So that's how easy it is to add a parallax in our 2.0 website builder. So now let's clean up the bottom of this page. Let's go back into rows and grab a double column this time. And we're just going to drag and drop it onto the page. Again, go into the little wrench. Again, we want to make this full width. And so now what we want to do is we want to put a contact form on the front page here. So we're going to go into our modules. We're going to look for that contact form. There it is. So we're going to drag and drop it right here in one of those columns. And so this is where you're going to put the email of the person you want contacted. So whenever someone fills out this contact form, it's going to go to that address. So now let's grab a header module because we want to clarify what this section is. And this section is going to be our Connect with Us section. So that's what we're going to put right here. And so again, we're going to style this. We can center it if we want. Let's leave it left adjusted. We can change it to bold. And so there we have it. And so now what we want to do is we want to grab the Facebook and YouTube links, but let's use what we already have available in our 2.0 website editor. So we're going to grab icon group, drag, drop it into that other column. And so here's where you get to choose the icons. You can select icon from the list of icons, but don't forget you're going to need your link to your social media platform. So what I'm doing off screen is grabbing their YouTube link, I'm pasting it there. And so now I'm going to select icon. And then you can either in the search bar type in YouTube, or you can simply scroll down. As you can see, there are loads of different icons for you to choose from. But here, let's see. And you can even choose 2 different type of YouTube icons. And so that's done. Now we can even style it. So right now it's blue. Why don't we make it the same color as the red that we're using on our background? And so again, to grab that red color, you just hit the little wrench, copy the color code, and then go back to our YouTube icon. And we're in style, icon color, paste that color. And then now look, now our YouTube our YouTube icon is exactly the same color as the background on our page. And so now we can even make that icon bigger by simply dragging and dropping the size slider. And that's what's so great about 2.0. It really is as easy as dragging and dropping. So now we're going to choose our second icon. We're just going to click Add Icon. And then we're going to look through our list of icons again here. And as you can see, there are so many to choose from. And so what we're looking for, and they're in alphabetical order, so that's what's great about this. You can find your Facebook icon. And there are 2 to choose from in here. And it automatically sized it because we sized it in the style, and it automatically added the color we wanted. All you have to do is add your Facebook link and then save, and then you're done. But what if we wanted there to be more space between the icons? Again, you just drag and drop. And so now what we want to do is we want to add one more little module, a text module, right above our icons, because we want to make sure that we invite everyone to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So don't forget to put that on your website for your social media icons. Now let me show you how easy it is to edit text in our WP Easy 2.0 website builder. Does this look familiar? It almost looks like a Word document. So the next thing we're going to do is, now that we've got our social media links on there, we can simply delete that whole section. And so now let's go back in, grab 2 columns, drag and drop them onto the page, click on our little wrench, and now we can edit this area. So again, we're going to go full width, save, and now let's click the plus button back at the top, click on modules, and this time we're looking for a map module. We want to put a map to our church right there on the front page. We're going to place it right inside one of these little columns here. And I'm just going to grab the address to the church from the bottom. We're going to copy, and then we're going to paste it right here in this address bar. And what that's going to do once we click save is it's going to show us exactly where their church is. And don't forget to put the church name in there also with the address. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to simply stretch this space out. I was going to place a photo of the church next to it, but there was no photo in their library that I could place there that would work. So we're just going to do a done and a publish. And now you have a map at the bottom of the page of the website. So now let's take a look at the work that we've done so far. We've added a parallax, we've added video, we've added a map, but there's still something missing on this front page. Let's go back into our page builder. So while we're in page builder, let's see, I think we should add a section that talks about kids at our church. So for this area here, we're going to place that new section right above the Contact Us section. And so what we're going to do is, because we want to alternate, we're going to make sure that this section is that red color. And so now that we've done that, the next thing we'll need to do is, you can't see our social media icons. So now we're going to go back in and we're just going to change the color of them also. We'll make them white. And so again, you can either drag the color picker or simply know the code of the color that you want to use. In this case, white is all F's. We'll do save. Again, we're going to change the color of our text because we want to be able to see the color, see our text color. So again, save. And then this last one, connect with us. We're going to change the text color for it. And so now we're going to add a section in between these two sections. The plus button, rows. We're going to drag and drop 2 columns right in between. And now we need to grab our modules right after we make sure that it's full width, just like the rest of them. So now we click the plus button, then we grab our modules. This time we're going to grab a header module, and then we're going to put a really good heading, something about our kids, and then we're going to edit it. We're going to make it bold like the other headings on our page. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab a text module, plus button, text editor from our list of modules. And then we're going to paste something really great about our kids. And then again, this is like a Word document for editing. You can change the color, you can change the font size, you can even change the font type. And so again, let's go back into the edit and to grab a module, a photo module this time. Select photo right from our media library. And there it is. We're going to make this a landscape just to fit it a little bit better on the page. And then we're going to do done and publish. So now let's fix up our header. There are lovely photos of the church building, but no photos of the church. So we're going to go back into our page builder, and we're going to add photos to this image slider. We're going to click on the little wrench, scroll down, add photos, and then let me show you how to upload photos. You push the upload button, select, grab the photos from your computer. You can grab them all at once. It'll load all the images at once. And then the ones that you want to add to your slider, you simply click on them. But because we just added all of these at once, it already has those images checked. And so it's automatically going to add those images to our gallery. And it uploaded them that quickly, that easily. We're just going to save and then watch the slider go around again. And it should show you all of those nice photos that we added to our gallery. There's so many photos of the church, we're not seeing our images yet. And there's a ghost church photo. That's what I call empty churches. So let's fix that. So now let's edit gallery this time. And so this is going to take us to just what's in our gallery. So let's get rid of the ghost church. A couple of the church buildings, photos of the church buildings, because some of them are repetitive. So we'll get rid of some of those. We'll also get rid of the photo of the church sign because you can't really see it very well. And once we're done deleting the photos that we don't want, we simply hit Update Gallery, Save. And so now when that comes back around, you'll be able to see our photos. Now let me show you how to switch a section. It's as easy as grabbing it, dragging it, and dropping it. So when you're in the editor, make sure you grab the move tool of the actual column, not just your module. So you just simply grab it, you drag it, and drop it. And so now what we've done is we've separated those two photo sections. So now that there's text in between those sections where there's photos. And now our website is complete. That's how easy it is to migrate your website from a 1.0 to a 2.0. You can leave your pages the same or you can edit them. Thank you again for using our WP Easy website builder. Remember, it's WordPress made easy.